A decades-long principle separating banks and big businesses is under fierce debate here in South Korea as the country hopes to see an astronomical expansion in the size of investments into artificial intelligence. Our Kim Do-yeon covers the points of contention.
The separation of banks and commerce is nearly a century-old worldwide law effective for 43 years in South Korea. The rule is simple. Industrial companies cannot own banks. It was established to prevent powerful conglomerates from treating financial affiliates as private ATMs, stopping them from risking depositors' money for reckless expansion. But the sheer cost of the AI and semiconductor war is forcing a rethink. The debate reignited last month after President Lee Jae Myung met with OpenAI CEO Sam Altman alongside the leaders of Samsung Electronics and SK Group. Following the meeting, President Lee hinted at deregulation, suggesting that without massive capital injections, the nation's strategic industries could fall behind. However, the opposition is fierce and organized. Civic groups, including the Citizens Coalition for Economic Justice and Economic Reform Solidarity, argue that loosening these rules is a dangerous regression. They warn that deregulation could destabilize the financial system and deepen the concentration of economic power. Specifically, critics point out that this looks like a tailored favor for the SK Group. Unlike other conglomerates, SK faces unique investment limitations under its current holding company structure. Opponents argue that altering a fundamental economic law to solve the liquidity issues of a single conglomerate constitutes unfair bias. Government regulators are also pumping the brakes. Fair Trade Commission Chair Ju Byung-gi cautioned against shaking the backbone of the economic system. But the industry argues that government funds alone are a drop in the bucket. Korea Chamber of Commerce and Industry Chairman and SK Group Chair Choi Tae-won says the current system cannot handle the costs of the future and that he wasn't trying to repeal banking and commerce laws. He emphasized the funds needed. A single gigawatt-scale data center costs 70 trillion won to build. Meanwhile, the US and China are planning hundreds of them.
Our message is being distorted, as if we are just complaining about a lack of funds or demanding that the separation of banking and commerce be scrapped. That is not our intention. We are simply asking for a new system capable of handling this scale of investment.
The ruling Democratic Party has proposed a compromise allowing holding companies to establish special purpose vehicles for strategic investments. Policymakers now face a critical test: how to fuel the engines of AI growth without dismantling the financial safety rails that have protected the economy for decades. Kim Do-yeon, Arirang News.